Hi Taurus, it's Nick and Nala giving her back to us. I hope you guys are doing good. It's for all my Taurians, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, men and women. We're now covering March 21st till the 27th. And on the 21st, guys, we have Mercury in Pisces conjuncting Jupiter in Pisces. And then on the same day, Mars in Aquarius, sextiling Chiron in Aries. So this is a very mental focused kind of day. And it's going to be really important that we keep our thoughts in check. That's always important, but especially around this time because Jupiter is highlighting that it's expanding, it's growing. So you want to make sure you're thinking positively. You're thinking of things you want to focus on, your dreams, not nightmares. If you start getting negative or you start to have fears, doubts, negative thinking, try to focus on replacing it with happier thoughts, things that light you up, that make you feel a little bit lighter and not stressing. Like replace negative thoughts with like something that makes you happy, makes you smile, like puppies, butterflies, chocolate, food, I don't know, something that kind of, oh, okay, like it's good thoughts. And the more you practice that, the better and the easier it's gonna get. And it'll eventually just become automatic where you don't even have to think about it. So you're able to bounce back and get back into your energy very, very fast, even when you do fall back sometimes, because we're human. We all start to think about and stress too much about things that we don't need to be stressing about, but it happens. But if you practice this, you won't stay in that headspace for much longer. Okay, and then on the 26th, we have Mercury squaring Lilith and then Mercury sextiling Pluto. So this is us learning how to face our shadows. And by doing so, we have the ability to make change and transform in our own terms, as opposed to having other people, outside sources, force us to change and transform, which can be difficult and not so pretty. But when we do it on our terms, it's a little bit easier to navigate. So if there's something that you know you need to change or you need to get started on or make a shift or transition in your life, be honest with yourself, face your fears, face your shadows. Don't be afraid, because that's when you learn the most about yourself. When you're going through tough times, that's when you learn your true strength and you see what you're really made of, your true willpower. But don't be afraid, and you'll find that it's maybe not as scary as you would think, and it's probably a lot better if you change yourself than if someone else forces you. Okay? All right, and then on the 27th, we have Mercury entering Aries. So this is bringing faster and quicker thinking and speaking, and more passionate, fiery communication. Okay, this can even make people maybe a little bit more impatient or very aggressive or quick to anger. So just want to keep it all at a balance. Keep yourself in check. Okay. All right, so we're going to be covering a little bit of health, work, and love. I'll have a link to extended reading below in the description box if you're interested afterwards, okay? All right, so my beautiful Taurians, when it comes to your health, I feel like you're reaching some kind of maybe small or major like milestone or achievement. Maybe you win a contest or you win a competition or a bet. If you are competing in something or you're challenging yourself, you may actually win or get the prize or actually surprise yourself that you did a lot better. Maybe you finally lost a few pounds. You're like, ooh, I fit better in these jeans or in this dress. Or I was trying to challenge myself to run a few miles under a certain amount of time and I did it. I'm so happy. You're like, I've completed my diet. I finished my medication, or I finally got to a weight or muscle mass that I wanted, like some kind of achievement, or maybe even like little competition that you had within yourself. You achieve it or you win a challenge, and this will help maybe boost your self-esteem, your confidence. So you may have a lot more energy this week to be active, get out there, or because you're feeling very proud of yourself or happier, you may want to go out and do things or be more active, be more social. So you may reach some kind of small milestone or achievement or win something, and it doesn't have to be something crazy, like Olympics or something, but it could be something small or something within yourself. You're like, oh yes, I did it, I completed it. And it gives you a sense of like pride and courage. So whatever you're trying to reach, keep going, because you may actually surprise yourself and you're almost there possibly. Okay. All right. And then when it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, it feels like you're saving up, or you're getting your hands on some kind of asset or investment, or maybe a prior investment or asset that you obtained or you invested in. You're now very happy that you got it. It's like, oh my gosh, yes, like I feel like this is going to grow. I have faith in this. Or you are saving up, and your savings are starting to add up for maybe some kind of big purchase that you're going to make in the future. It could be towards your education, home, school, software, technology, computers. But there is like you're saving up for something and you're securing it. You're securing the bag and you're keeping it safe. And I think this is making you feel a lot more secure and a lot more stable. So you may be feeling more financially stable, or feeling a little bit like you don't have to worry as much. Like you still could have stress and worries like everybody, but you're starting to feel a little bit more comfortable with where you're at, and maybe those small little investments and savings and things that you've been doing for the past 4 months or the whole year is now starting to add up, and you're starting to see it grow, or you're starting to see the results, the fruits of your labor. Okay, and this can be a time when you're trying your best to be a little bit frugal, or you're trying to save a little bit more, maybe because you have some kind of future expense or future thing you really want to get your hands on or invest into. Okay, all right. And then when it comes to your love relationships and dating, on your side here, we have the 9 of Swords, Knight of Cups, and the 6 of Cups. Nice, nice. And then on this other side, for this other person, this can be the past, present, or future situation, or all three, all the above. We have Death, the Hanged Woman, and Strength. And when you see Death, I don't want you to think like, oh my gosh, that's so scary, it means someone's dying. No, it's not like that, especially not in this context. Okay, so as far as who you could be dealing with, definitely could be a Scorpio, Pisces, or Leo. Scorpio, Pisces, Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Doesn't have to be though. Could be any sign, like I always say to you guys. It could just be the energy this person is embodying or playing out at this time. But could definitely have one of those signs somewhere in their chart. Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay. All right. So I definitely feel here like love wins in the end. Love conquers all evil. Love is winning at the end. There could have been, you know, a little bit of a hurdle. There could have been a fight or discussion, or maybe you and your person took a break from each other, or you guys, you know, temporarily broke up, or it seemed like it was going to end or something, but it seems like that's not the case. So it feels like there's going to be some kind of reconnection that leads to probably a reconciliation, because at the end of the day, you guys love each other, you care about each other. It's just sometimes we get into petty little fights and people annoy each other, but it doesn't mean it's worth breaking apart, you know? And I feel like it really got in your head. Maybe this is something that's been stressing you out, or it's been keeping you up at night, and maybe this person just not talking to you or ignoring you or pushing you aside, or maybe the fight or separation or whatever happened between the two of you messed with your head, and this person maybe was being kind of very mean, or maybe not mean, but you felt like they were not being very, I don't know, considerate maybe of your feelings. Maybe they broke things off with you, or they're like, oh, I just need some space, like just leave me alone for some time, or they seem to kind of, maybe they stung you, you know, like Scorpio. So things may have ended, or maybe you guys broke up or whatever, or there was just like a, you know, time period where you guys were not on good terms. And maybe this is someone you were in a relationship with, or you guys are dating, or situation, whatever the case is. So I feel like this is someone you already know, or someone you're talking to, or you guys have been getting to know each other. And something happened and you were not feeling that great, and you're like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Is it over? I don't know. I don't want it to be over. I still care about this person, but now it's like we're not on the same page, and I don't know what to do. So it's been stressing you out. And I feel like this person now has had some time to kind of soak it in and feel, kind of allow the feeling to pass, or to understand what it is that they're feeling. And I feel like now they have been thinking about it, or they have been really kind of reflecting, doing some reflection. And sometimes, you know, like, you know how they say, like, what's the phrase, like distance or space makes the heart grow fonder. I forget, one of those. I think you guys know what I'm talking about, like distance or space makes the heart grow fonder. So they've had some time. Maybe you guys have been kind of like not distant with each other, not talking, and that's giving them some air, some room to breathe and to really think about things. And because maybe you haven't been talking, or you've been fighting, eventually you guys start thinking about each other. You start missing each other. You start remembering the good times, how good it was, how amazing you guys moments you've had together, and how much you really care about each other and like each other, and that when it's good, it's great. And maybe what you were fighting about was nonsense, was petty, it wasn't even that serious, and you guys are making it, blowing it out of proportion, and maybe it wasn't even that deep, right? Sometimes that happens with almost anybody, but you still have feelings for them, they still have feelings for you, they've been thinking about you, and they know you guys have something special going on. But sometimes pride and ego and miscommunication can break apart possibly not so bad relationships. Just people not, you know, putting their pride aside or not communicating is like usually the number one problem. And if you just put those in the mix, it kind of solves everything. So you guys, at the end of the day, still love each other. You still care about each other. And I feel like you guys are going to reconnect. So you're going to reconnect in some way, shape, or form, or be in the same place, or start talking. And it's like the connection gets stronger after this, because you realize, you know what? Our relationship is more important than us fighting. And if we can get through this, you know, we can get through anything. And it shows us that we can resolve problems, and that when problems come up again, maybe now we know how to better tackle it. So, you know, it doesn't create this distance or problem like it did already. So now that it's happened, you guys know what to do moving forward, which will actually create a stronger bond with each other. So I feel like this person sometimes can be a little bit difficult to deal with, hard to read, but you are their weakness. You are their soft spot. And it's like they sometimes will try not to be too emotional or open because they don't want to be vulnerable, but they're realizing that they need to open their heart. They need to be vulnerable in order to connect, to have a true, genuine, strong relationship with you. But I feel like sometimes that does scare them. So they try to like push you away, but you guys have something great going on, and this is probably your soulmate, or you guys are soulmates, and maybe you're already together, and this has happened before, but every couple is going to fight. Every relationship is going to have ups and downs. You know, no couple is like perfect and always smiling and happy, but if you guys can work through it and get over it, that's how you know like if you have something great going on. So I feel like there's a reconciliation where you guys are going to be reconnecting, making amends, making peace, coming back together, and feeling good energy again with each other. Okay, I really, really like this. So whatever was happening, whether it was like something major or maybe something not so much of a big deal, I feel like things are going to be getting resolved. If not right now, probably very soon. Okay, I feel like this is someone who is a feeler. They could be very kind of like poker face. Sometimes they don't show it, but they actually have very deep feelings. They definitely maybe are more the controlling one. Okay, they could be a little bit controlling, a little bit possessive at times, but it's because they care a lot, but they can get easily hurt. But I feel like as long as you guys are open and communicate, and you express your feelings to each other, it's gonna be okay. But sometimes, yeah, they can be a little bit stubborn, a little bit difficult to deal with. But you love them regardless, or you care about them. So, you know, no one's perfect, okay? Again, they could be a Scorpio, maybe Pisces, or Leo, or maybe be a mixed match of all those, okay? I feel like this is someone who could have really nice hair, really nice complexion, or maybe they like a lot of attention, but they have a big heart. They definitely have a big heart. No matter how difficult they may be, you know their heart, you know they're a good person, you know they have a lot of love to give. They're just sometimes hard to love. And a song that's coming up is a song that I've been obsessed with. I love it. I hear it like almost every day. It's called Madness by Maddie and Tay. And I don't know, I feel like you would resonate maybe with this song. Maybe it would remind you. She says like, let's say, we're gonna have days that rock us to the core, but what don't kill us only gonna make me love you more. I feel like it's just a good reminder that we'll have days like up and downs, but if we can make it through it, like it's gonna be okay, and I'll love you through the madness. Listen to that song, guys. I think you'll like it. Well, I like it, but I'm very girly like that. All right, so we'll continue on in the extended and get more information to see where their energy is at, what are they thinking, what are they feeling when it comes to you, what they don't want you to know that maybe you should know, and what your advice is next and their next action or move, okay? All right, so we'll continue on in the extended. I'll see you there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. Take care. Bye.